I'm on Arch, yes. By the way. No, really, this is Arch. Just Arch Linux. I installed it off the ISO, the latest ISO from the Arch developers. Just downloaded it and popped it into a VM. Thought, right, let's go for Xfce because that's my favourite environment. So that's what I've done. And I made the wallpapers myself. I've got 12 of them all together if we just go along. And yeah, there's all sorts of colours here. There's some that I do repeat as well. I think we're back to number 1 now. There's 12 of them all together. It's just, yeah, I'm just testing them on out. We're back to number 1. Good. Yeah, so having a good time at the moment learning about Arch, because all the years that I've been on Linux, since 2010, I've been on Linux, off and on, of course. I did go back to Windows, like with Windows 7 and whatever, but in between. And I was dual booting as well, and whatever. And anyway, fully Linuxed up now. But I thought, yeah, I ought to give Arch a go and actually install it. And I used the easy way, just used the arch install command and done it that way. First of all, I made my fonts bigger, set font -D, just made them bigger in the terminal and then went from there. Then installed packages that I needed, like with Nemo and all that I wanted. You can list them on off of the ISO of what you want. And yeah, I was kind of happy. And once you know what you want, you can actually install stuff. And you can afterwards as well. But I thought, no, I'll do it at the beginning. And it is a big build because you're only given bare bones. That's all you're given, unless there's certain packages you need and you know what you're after. It wasn't until after I installed that I thought, yeah, I better get this, I better get that. And it's through using Kiro OS on my main system, on my other drive here, that I learnt a bit more about Arch. So, I'm still learning an awful lot. And I had to build these folders up myself. The desktop one was there, but documents and the rest of them weren't there. And I thought, oh, this is good, actually, because it gives you choice on what you want. So I don't need templates and that you normally get, or projects that you usually get. I don't need those folders, so I can build this up myself. So that's good. So I'm pleased about that. I got Parmac in on here, although that's playing silly buggers. I've got to keep on refreshing all of my mirrors in order for that to work. It must be something in Polkit. I think it's in Polkit. Something going on in there. I don't know. I have no idea whatsoever, actually. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning about it. And the reason why I've got this set on up, I thought, well, I don't want a massive load of stuff. I just need the bare essentials. That's all I need. It's going to go onto my laptop. Now, obviously, I could make an ISO out of this, but I would need to add something like the Calamares installer onto it, because even though you can make an ISO on up, it'll only be read-only. You won't be able to install it. Unless, of course, you put an installer on there. And it's got to be the Calamares, of course. So I'm thinking, really, do I really want to go down that road? Do I really want to go down that road? Once I've got my list of stuff that I need, it shouldn't take me that long in order to build on up and get it to exactly the same as what I've got here. Because it's only going to be for one day that I'm going to be using the laptop. I bought a laptop back in 2024, I believe. Or it might have been 2023. I can't remember. But it's got USB 4 on it, and it's got some USB-C and that on it, and it's AMD, and It's one I bought. Yeah, I think it's an Asus one. It's here somewhere anyway. It's in a box here somewhere. It's been boxed away at the moment because I just haven't got the room. I've got too many desktops. That's what the problem is. I've got my first builds, which were over there, and I've got others that I've built over there. And oh God, I love computers, and I'm a bit of a computer hog, if you like. But you need to be a computer hog these days, don't you? If you can get life out of your old machine, if you've still got life in it, bloody use it. Yeah, so I'm getting married in January. So it's a 1940s themed wedding, and need music, of course. And I've got speakers, I've got media player speakers, which are beefy enough. Boy, are they loud. I use them. I use them on my media PC simply because I can't hear. Because sound these days, right? You go onto like streaming sites, whether or not it's. I haven't got Netflix anymore, so Paramount Plus or something, or even just Prime or whatever, or Disney, for instance. Oh God, the compression! I cannot hear what the hell they're saying. So I have to whack the bloody volume on up. Is it because I'm old and I'm going deaf? I have no idea. But these speakers are really, really good, and the clarity is there as well. So we got all the music up together for the wedding. There's going to be all sorts going on there on that day next year. And really looking forward to it. Although getting married, right, after being together for 20 odd years, we vowed that if we make it to 20 years, we'll get married. And that's what we're doing, basically. It used to be cheaper to get married because your tax used to go down. Not anymore. Not anymore, Mrs. Moore. No. I'm not doing it for that anyway, because I love her. I do. I love her. I love that woman so much you wouldn't believe. But anyway. Yeah, so that's where I'm at the moment. I thought, yeah, I'll have something light and fluffy to go on there. So I thought, yeah, let's go with Arch. And basically that's what I've done. I've got Nemo here. Got it set up exactly the same as what I have inside my Linux Mint, if you like. Apart from I haven't got loads of web apps going across the top like I've got in Linux Mint. All right. And I thought I'd go with the original Arch icon. I thought, yeah, everybody else goes with the letter A, don't they? They go with this or whatever. I'm going to go with this. So I thought, yeah, I'll go with that. I just build it up, and you build it up yourself. And I've learnt such a lot since using Kiro. I've learnt such a lot off of Erik Dubois and his videos, and off of his website as well, especially back in Arco Linux as well, reading up on there, on that website, because it's still open. I've got Nemesis repo in on here. I've also got Chaotic AUR on here as well, which is all I need. And I've got the normal ones like Extra Core and Multi as well as on there as well. So I'll probably, once I've got this built up to how I want it, I'll probably install it over Kiro. I don't know yet, but I'm enjoying Kiro Linux so much. Oh yes, I am. So yeah, I'm enjoying myself at the moment. So there you go. So yeah, that's what this is going to be. So this will be for the music. That's all it's going to be for. But I thought I need something light and fluffy, and I gave this what? Here we are at 201.1. I've got Better FS on there, or Butter FS, because it's butterly smooth. 201.1 gigabyte. I only gave this 195, but because ButterFS squashes everything down so much, it's bloody unbelievable, mate. The amount of room I got on here. It just compresses everything on down. I've got Snapper on here as well, which is BetterFS's, and it takes snapshots of your OS or whatever you install. It'll take a snapshot of that and memorize it, so you can go, if something goes wrong, you can go on back and go back on in, if you like, to where you left off before it all went belly up. Anyway, yeah, so that's where I'm at. And yeah, having the time of my life learning about Arch Linux. Fantastic. Yeah, but you're not really learning, are you? Because you're not programming it. You haven't done it by scratch. I haven't done it by scratch, but I'm still learning. I'm still having to build this up, like with all the codecs and whatever. So I'm still reading up on how to get G streamers and shit like that in order for me to be able to watch video, play music and that. So I'm still learning stuff. Also, so you don't have to keep putting your bloody password in when you got external, well, it thinks that it's external when it's actually an internal drive, but just an extra drive that you got added onto your build. Like on this, I've got 6 drives on here altogether, 2 M.2s and 4 SSDs on this computer, right? But Arch thinks that it's an external drive, and so you got to keep putting your password in. I've got the Polkit code for that in order for it to just open. You know, if you're going to go down with that sort of security, have it on proper external USBs. Yeah, those ones are internal. If you're like, yes, they're hot swappable, but they are, well, they're not hot swappable. You can't put them out while it's mounted. That's what people were doing with icy dogs. They were saying, oh, it's corrupted my drive. Yeah, because you pulled it out while it was still mounted, you idiot. Duh. Oh dear. Anyway, that is it from me. I'm gonna go. This video is a load of crap. You don't have to sit here and watch it, because it's a load of old toilet. Really is. So, you know, this must be the worst bloody video I've ever done. It's straight out the top of my head. I don't do scripts or anything like that, you know. I really don't. It's for my own documentation anyway, so that I can remember, oh yeah, it was that I put on that computer. It was that I was doing. Oh yeah. It's for my own documentation. That's why I do videos and stuff. I don't care how many views. I've said this many times before and I'm going to say it again. I don't care how many views I have on my channel. I don't care how many subscribers subscribe to me. I don't give a monkeys. Now, you might take that as a pinch of salt. Don't, because it's true. I'm old school. I don't do YouTube for money, and I'll never ever monetize my channel. This is free. This is just free bollocks for you to have a look at, basically. I'm no good at it. I've never been any good at doing videos. I'm no good at speaking. I'm never any good at speaking in public. I could, if there was a crowd of people here, I could chat till the cows come home. Because remember, I've got to do a wedding speech next year. Oh yes, and that's all going to be coming out the top of my head as well. And whatever, I'm a visual person, so whatever I see, I will point at. I will pick on. Yeah, so I'm more of a visual person. So that's how I get away in life, get away with stuff in life, as in get away with what I can talk about in life. Is I'm a visual person, so I will pick out stuff, and I try to look for things that make me laugh, and you know. Anyway, that's a video for another day. Anyway. That is it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.